OpenAI's ex-safety lead joins rival Anthropic. Massive Ticketmaster breach fuels speculation on hacker tactics. U.S. senators express concern over large Microsoft contracts. And an MIT professor throws a little cold water on economic growth predictions from AI. These stories and more on the Here Comes Reality edition of Hashtag Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Jan Leike, the former head of OpenAI's critical super-alignment efforts to keep advanced AI systems aligned with human values, has left to join rival firm Anthropic. Leike's moves come after he leveled criticism at OpenAI following the company's coup attempt to oust CEO Sam Altman last November over AI safety concerns. At Anthropic, Leike will now lead a new oversight team working on scalable oversight, generalization of AI capabilities, and automated research into aligning AI with human interests. And Leike notes, "My new team will work on scalable oversight, weak to strong generalization, and automated alignment research." The defection deals a blow to OpenAI's reputation and feeds those who claim it's focusing more on commercialization through its Microsoft partnership and viral hit ChatGPT than it is on responsible and secure AI development. In contrast, Anthropic was founded by former OpenAI researchers emphasizing a more responsible AI development. Backed by Amazon and Google, its Claude chatbot focuses on calculated, restrained responses. OpenAI has promised to address Leike's concerns and announced a new board-level safety committee on Tuesday, highlighting the priority that OpenAI is placing on. In a massive data breach affecting over 560 million customers, hackers claim to have stolen a 1.3 terabyte database from Ticketmaster containing sensitive personal and financial information. Ticketmaster remains tight-lipped on breach details, leading to much speculation over how the threat actors gained access. The high-profile breach marks the brazen resurfacing of a hacker group, Breach Forums, just days after the FBI's second takedown of the notorious cybercrime forum and its Telegram channels. The group was apparently looking for a big target to relaunch its forum, and clearly they found it with Ticketmaster, and they are offering to sell the stolen database on the relaunched Breach Forum for $500,000 US. The data reportedly includes customer names, addresses, emails, phone numbers, ticket purchase histories, and partial payment card data dating back over a decade. The partial data includes the last 4 digits of the card number and expiry date. How did the attackers get in? One suspected avenue of attack is via a third-party service provider. Some reports are talking about attackers gaining access via a managed service provider who had access to Ticketmaster's AWS instance. The incident underscores the persistent threats from criminal hacking groups and the importance of securing data, but also of limiting service provider access and having an incident response plan for breaches. As Shane Huntley, director of Google's Threat Analysis Group, warned, the cybercrime industry's resilience continues to outpace disruption efforts. As damaging cyber attacks rapidly evolve, IT leaders need to stay vigilant against supply chain compromises and develop robust safeguards to protect sensitive data. And speaking of supply chain and sensitive data, U.S. senators have sent a letter to the Pentagon expressing serious concern over reported plans to invest heavily in upgrading to Microsoft's product suite. This bipartisan letter questions the Defense Department's strategy of deepening its reliance on Microsoft instead of pursuing a multi-vendor approach for better competition, lower costs, and improved cybersecurity outcomes. The senators wrote this to Pentagon CIO John Sherman. Through its buying power, they say, DoD's strategies and standards have the power to shape corporate strategies that result in more resilient cybersecurity services. Now, the concerns stem from a purported Pentagon memo requiring all offices to upgrade to Microsoft's E5 licenses as part of its Zero Trust security overhaul by next summer. And the senators are arguing that this doubles down on what they're calling a failed strategy after nation-state hackers exploited Microsoft's software vulnerabilities in major breaches over the past year. And they're pressing Sherman on whether alternatives to an all-Microsoft solution were adequately evaluated. a sign of Washington's eroding confidence in the tech giant's cybersecurity capabilities. For IT and security leaders, the high-stakes bureaucratic battle highlights the challenges of securing complex digital infrastructures and a realization that even giants like Microsoft are vulnerable to attack and compromise, making policymakers much more wary of vendor lock-in and the supply chain risks of a single vendor. And that's it for today's show. Remember, you can get us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're available on YouTube in both audio and video format. Show notes are on technewsday.com or .ca. Take your pick. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a fantastic Friday.